This is a Headgum podcast.
It was really wonderful, and it was just really fun. I mean, by the time I got the hang of it, it was fun.
Can I interrupt you really quick, Barbie?
I mean, yeah.
When was the last time you came through to one of my shows? Do you remember?
Oh, you know what? Let's talk about it. I have been to a bunch of your shows. Let's talk about it.
No, Lisa is real as fuck.
Yeah.
You guys meeting was actually huge for me.
I love her. I saw her at I watched a lot of stand-up, so I did see her like before. I forgot what it was. I think it was at Soho House or something, and she was so good.
Before I introduced you guys?
Yeah, but I didn't like hang out with her or anything, and then we became like, best friends.
That was such a New York night.
That was such a New York
When
night.
it was like you were doing your Broadway show, and I was like, let's meet up for drinks after. And
Well,
then
yeah.
Lisa was like, I have 20 minutes before a set. Come to the Chelsea.
I love it.
And then we were like, let's converge and join groups.
And then we got rejected from that comedy show.
We got rejected.
Which one was it?
We got turned away from the Cellar.
The Cellar.
We got turned away from the Cellar because I guess there's no list at the Cellar. I don't know. I don't go there.
Okay.
And so we couldn't watch Lisa's set. Then we had to go up to where all the comics hang out at the little restaurant.
That was
fun.
Yeah.
And then we ran into we ran into the editor-in-chief of something.
Mel Ottenberg.
Oh my God! Yeah.
I was like, Mel.
That was
so. It was a New York night,
It
baby.
was a New York night. It's an interview that he does.
Yeah, interview,
Mag, and then we fucking watched, and then we got to see Lisa's late set,
which is incredible.
and then we hung out and had chicken wings in the basement.
Yeah,
we had a big New York night.
That was a big night. It was so fun because it just was like I didn't know where I was gonna go. You know,
Yeah.
we were just on the street, we're running to go to her set. It was so fun.
We totally left out that that same night between seeing Lisa for the drink and then ending up at her show later, we went to Julius.
We did.
We went to the gay bar.
And Billy Eichner was there. Yeah, it was a big day for us.
You told me that when we were walking out. We walk out of this gay bar and Barbie goes, Billy Eichner's in there.
Oh yeah. Well, I was just blocking him.
I was like, I didn't even see him. Where did you see him?
I see everything.
And then I did see him, right? I looked in the window and it's just Billy, just in there. Billy on the bar.
It was really fun. I felt like I feel like in New York I didn't really get to go out that much, even though every single other person in my cast did. Because I just be inside. I don't know.
You be inside.
I need to. I don't know why, because I'm pretty like social, and I would like to think an effervescent human being, but I need to recharge a lot. So that was really fun.
That was really fun.
Your birthday was really fun too.
You came to my birthday.
I did.
Do you have a good time?
I did, but I had a matinee in the afternoon the next day, so I had to be good and not drink because of my voice. But I did smoke weed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, there was that cool rooftop where everyone was smoking.
So cool.
People were ripping joints out there.
Oh my gosh. I saw like some frisky things happening on that roof.
Oh, people were getting after it.
There were like little couples just like walking around, just
my
sneaking away.
birthday party was randomly a fuck fest.
I kind of love it. Yes.
Like, truly, so many people were being like,
dream.
"What is going on?"
That is the dream. I throw Halloween parties, and I think this year might be. I do it every other year, and it's always a fuck fest, and I don't intend it to be. I always am like so wholesome with it.
Yeah.
Like there was like my first Halloween party, I had like candy, and like it was like very like trick or treat.
Yeah.
And then like it was just like fucking, like it was everywhere. And I was like, okay. I was like walking to a door. I'm like, whoa, I need to close that. Let's not see what's going on in my home.
So, dude, that was people were saying at my birthday party, they were saying, I can't believe how many people are dancing.
Yeah.
I can't believe how many people are like hardcore making out. And I said,
Wow.
This is why you throw a party.
You have to do it for like the horniness.
It's for the culture.
I think so.
Yeah.
And for the looks. And you did a costume party, so it was
did.
kind of a really good double whammy.
You threw a New Year's Eve party.
I did.
That I came to.
You did come.
And I met this fabulous girl who, God help me, I cannot remember her name, but she was wearing a gray leather jacket. And she sat down. She was very drunk by the time we got there. Me and my two friends. And we were sitting on the couch, and you had chicken tenders.
I did.
At your New Year's
With
Eve party.
caviar.
You had chicken tenders and caviar.
Yeah.
And I was like, if ever there was a doubt that this is my number one girl, I said absolutely. And there were so many chicken tenders, it couldn't possibly. The thin
I was
people couldn't
refilling
have
them all
even-
night.
Shout
out Sweet Chick.
Shout out Sweet Chick. I'm
Yeah.
seeing thin people standing around not touching a chicken tender. I get in there, I go, give me about 6 of those.
Baby, I try to make a whole like buffet style of just like luxury foods because I was like, "What's New Year? Like, what do we have to bring in 2025?" And I was like, a little caviar with chicken tenders.
With
of
chicken
course.
tenders.
And then we had tinned fish.
Tinned
I mean, that's what the
fish.
kids like.
A delicious, like a lilac cake, was it? Or
It
what
was a coffee, but there was like this person who made my cake is like so like phenomenal. Like just like people are getting really creative with tastes. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was like coffee and then something floral. I mean, it was
lavender or something. There was some kind of floral.
Gorgeous. It was gorgeous.
It was
darling.
amazing.
It was gorgeous, darling.
And this girl was so drunk by the time she came over to talk to us. And
I love that.
she was like walking over to us and we go, "You look amazing. Love your outfit." And she was like, "I'm going to tell you something." And then she goes on like truly a 45-minute principled rant about how she got the jacket from this thrifting site that she was like, "Don't tell anyone about the site. Like, it's really good stuff on there, but like, I'm just telling you guys because we're friends. We've just met."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I love that.
I'm obsessed with her.
Secret is like, yeah.
She was like, "Don't tell anyone about this site, but like between people who are close, like us, like we're close."
This is very girl's bathroom. This is like, I will literally fight for you. I just met you.
I was like, I would die for you.
Yeah.
And it was so I'm on probably by this point my 17th chicken tender.
As you should.
I'm just like gnawing on it. I was like, absolutely, queen. She was giving us the scoop. That was my big takeaway.
There was a lot of really cool people at my party that I like. So what I did was, it was kind of like a bachelorette situation where I was told my friends, I was like, just invite hot people that may or may not be interested in me. And so it ended up being like maybe too many, and I felt like I had to give the rose to someone.
Yeah.
And then it ended up nothing happened. I didn't even have a New Year's kiss. So it was
Barbie.
It was an exercise in futility.
So many people were clamoring over you at that party.
My friends.
Oh. Was
They're
that
all
what's
my
going
friends.
on?
Yeah, the other ones I don't know. But come to find out, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't have just tell like 10 people just like, bring anyone who you think might be interested in me and give me a New Year's kiss, because none of them did. And then there were people talking to me all night that I was just like, is this that? Is that not? So it was just the Bachelorette didn't work. So but the fun part was the friendship.
Yeah, I guess.
The friendship and the caviar, baby.
Don't you feel my ideal? I was just saying to someone earlier today. My ideal evening is that I get to hang out with my friends for most of it, and then just at the 11th hour, I get laid. Do you know what I mean?
That's amazing.
Just like right when we're about to leave the bar,
right at the end, because then you get to have the whole experience with the people that you love the most.
Yeah,
and then
you fuck somebody.
And then that's
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Come on.
You've never done stand up?
Oh no.
I think you'd be good at it.
I kind of think so too. I think everyone thinks that they would be good at stand-up.
Yeah.
it's like everyone thinks that they'd be really funny at like stand-up, but I do think so. I think that I would have to get over my fear of honesty.
Yeah.
To like a public room and being like, being very vulnerable, which, I tend to do that anyways, and then I regret it immediately. Mm-hmm. So that would be kind of, I would definitely do a lot of things that would be making fun of myself. So
I mean, you know what? There's not much to say. What do you mean to make fun of? What are we going to say about Barbie?
Exactly. I mean, my hair is just too luscious.
Sorry, TV star, film star, Broadway star. Will you tell people how your Broadway era was?
It was so fun. Okay, so I think it was October that I went to New York, and I had this like incredible meeting with like Leslie Headland and Trip Coleman, who the director and playwright of this like incredible play. And I was just like, yeah, I could totally do this. Like totally, like of course. I mean, it's acting. I mean, this is what I do. Yeah. I showed up to the rehearsal. I have never in my life been more nervous because I had no idea what I was doing. And thankfully, with a team of people, I just learned. I mean, even the first day of rehearsal, I was like, okay, I need to express myself more and be like, oh, and then it just kind of grew into this really it was a lot. It was 6 days a week, and I just kind of like went to boot camp, like acting boot camp, and I was like, okay, how do I, I just went from doing like a bunch of indie movies where it's very small.
It's so small.
It's small. It's like,
your reactions are the camera catches everything.
Yeah,
and then on stage you have to be like, oh no, like it's ridiculous.
And it felt silly at first because I was like, am I overacting? I'm so used to like, less is more. And in theater, it's not that you have to do more like per se, but it's just like really like letting the audience into the story is what like Trip would always tell us. And it was amazing because it was like a huge ensemble. So people really, helped me out, and they were great. And it ended up, I was loud as hell.
I doubt you'd have a problem going big. You feel very capable of going big. I'm like, my friend Barbie, she can take up some space. Yeah.
Well, with acting, I'm always playing like a really shy character. So it's actually kind of weird. Whenever I do, I mean, especially in the past few projects that I've done, it's like every time I am really creating a character, it comes from a place of like a lot of like shyness and kind of just being more internal. And then this one, I kind of played a version of like a girl which by the way, we had to address something, Caleb, something really big. You didn't come to my play. Caleb. All right, now it's my podcast.
Barbie,
Yeah, Caleb.
Barbie, what are you doing?
I know.
what are you doing?
Wait, I'm like talking about my
it
plan.
was
I'm
a
like,
timing thing.
right. Right.
I was in downtown a lot. Barbie, don't do this.
No, I know this. I love the face that you made when I said we have to address something. And then you looked at me like, is she going to say it? And I did.
I knew it.
And I said, yeah. That's why I came here, all for this.
You say a lot of gay slurs in private.
Oh,
You
okay.
say a
So
lot of-
we're starting.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, Caleb. Let's talk about your views on bisexuality.
Let's talk about Barbie.
Bisexuality.
Barbie.
Let's talk about it.
You need to tell the bisexual community that I'm good.
Caleb's great. He is.
Tell them that
his
I'm a
heart
team
is of
player.
gold, and he doesn't mean it. There's no malice in his heart. There's no malice in his heart. He just has some opinions.
Yeah, he's doing his own research.
He's asking questions. Some questions that we all need answering. We need the answers.
Thank you.
Like,
now,
why?
Let me ask you. Okay, do you want to hear a story about an
Yeah.
embarrassing thing you might not even know about?
Okay.
About me?
Yeah.
Your birthday party a couple years ago at some restaurant in LA.
Yes.
Do you remember this?
Yes.
We were like outside-ish.
Yes.
And you invited me. You said, I think you texted me and said, you're the most important person in my life. I don't know what to do without you if you don't come to the dinner. Something like that.
Yeah.
And so I came to the dinner and I was sitting next to someone. I am bad at faces. Okay. Let's start there. I'm bad at faces. I will know someone. I will know so much about someone, and I will not remember what their face looks like. Okay. I get caught up in a conversation for like 45 minutes with this wonderful young woman. Okay.
Is she British?
Yes.
I'm
chatting. Have I told you this?
No.
I'm chatting with this beautiful young British woman, and I'm chatting, and she's ripping cigarettes, and she's so fabulous, and I'm going, God, Barbie has the coolest friends, you know? And I go, after a while of chatting, we're talking about life or whatever. I go, what do you do in LA? What brought you out here? You know, because she's British, and she goes, I make music.
I'm a pop star, babe.
Yeah.
I already know exactly where this is going.
I go, oh, what's your name? She goes, Charlie. Who's Charlie XCX?
The worst part is that we went to karaoke and she did the first song, and I was like, well, I was drunk by then, so it was. I honestly was like I was giving like background dancer, singer for her, but she came to karaoke, and I was like, listen, I'm gonna give it my all, even though I'm not Miss Pop Star over there.
I was like, and I was taken by her. I was like, this is such a fabulous young woman that I've met.
This fabulous British young woman.
Yeah, everyone's taken by her, dumb fuck. It's Charlie XCX.
I'm just so charming.
And by the way, love her music. I have known her work for a long time.
Like vroom vroom.
I'm like, hey, boom clap for real. But I don't know. I'm bad with faces, and I felt so when she said Charlie, I went.
Just like when I called you out about 10 seconds ago. Ooh.
Barbie, don't bring that back.
I'm bringing it back. This is why I'm here.
Okay. Well, wait. Will you tell them? I do know one thing about your play. Will you do for us your one singing line?
Oh my God. Okay, on Broadway.
Yes.
I did sing. I did. And it was one line. And by the way, it's a play with music, so almost everyone else sang except for me.
Mm-hmm.
I did kind of luck out on that one because I'm not known to have the finest voice, but I tried, and no, let's lock in.
Lock in.
What the hell am I doing here?
Yeah, let's go.
Baby, I sang on Broadway. So if anyone has anything to say, that shit was on Broadway 8 times a week.
So you had your New York era.
I did 4 months.
And
almost.
how did it feel?
It felt great. I got to see my mom a lot. I got to see my grandma.
Because you're from New York.
I'm from New
Your
York.
family still lives there.
Yes. So my mom has, so she lives like about an hour away from the city. So she would, every Sunday, for those who are privy to the Broadway tea, we have Mondays off. Yeah.
Ever heard of it?
Ever heard of Broadway? So my mom picked me up Sunday night. We had these, for the last few weeks, we had like Sunday matinees only, and then at night. So I would see my mom. It was really sweet. I got to see a lot of my friends, a lot of them that like drove down from Jersey to come see my play.
The real people showed up.
Yeah.
The real inner circle showed up.
The inner circle, the people that I actually care about and love did show up. Some of the other people
didn't come through, really.
Fuck. And that's okay because it's never to be seen again because it is a live show.
Fuck, yeah.
So, anywho, it was really wonderful and it was just really fun. I mean, by the time I got the hang of it, it was fun.
Can I interrupt you really quick, Barbie?
I mean, yeah.
When was the last time you came through to one of my shows? Do you remember?
Oh, you know what? Let's talk about it. I have been to a bunch of your shows. Let's talk about it. No, I'm ready to talk about that. Because did we exactly meet, Caleb? Just by random, like by chance? No.
What
I was
happened?
there laughing at your
The
set.
show, really? Where?
It was in LA.
Huh.
You used to do those monthly shows, no?
Yeah, you did come to some big wigs. Fuck. This is humiliating.
This is humiliating, and this is honestly exposing people for who you truly are.
Just showing who I truly
I mean,
am.
Caleb's a sweetheart on the pod. He's like,
But in real
you know,
life.
very, all smiles and joy.
Yeah.
And then just nefarious.
Yeah,
Just like
bad
really
vibes.
bad. Yeah.
I knew that eventually this would come out, and I never
And
thought
I'd
it
love
would
to
be
be
with
the
you.
one to break it to everyone.
I
too.
know, that's huge.
It's huge. I mean,
This sucks. I'm such a big fan, but you're really destroying me right now.
I don't know if you could come back from this.
And I've been a huge fan of yours for so long. I mean, a lot of people, they know you from this, that, or the other. They've known you, they know
this, that, or the other.
But all your work that you've done, I hear, you've been in things
you should
such as, or
such
whatever.
as that one thing. Remember?
Or God, you were,
No, you were on.
oh my
that
God.
one.
Or you, yeah.
I get that a lot. I get people being like, "You're from."
And I think I love.
But I get that. I do that too. Sometimes I'm like, I know this person, but I don't know what show they're on.
Well, I know what I know you from, though. Because I want to tell you, I've been a fan of yours for so long. Most people are kind of new to you. I loved you when you were playing Patty in Grease.
Oh my God! Shut up! Shut up!
And I have a picture here.
No, you don't.
Of you playing Patty in Grease. Oh my God! And you were so good.
I mean, I'm expressing myself.
Hello.
Oh my
God! Look at her. I love her.
Can I say that my high school drama club came to see the play?
By the way,
They all came from New Jersey. A bunch of 15, 16, 17-year-olds made their way to go see my play. And I was telling them about this. And this is as far as I got at the Hackensack High School Drama Club, honestly. This is about as far. I mean, obviously, what you guys heard before was wonderful, my singing, but it wasn't up to par with, the musical.
it wasn't up to par with this.
No, so I had all the non-singing roles, as I do now. So it kind of makes sense.
I wish I knew her. Because I
She
love
was a
her.
mess. She was a mess. What, she's 15 in there? Yeah, she was a mess. But she was happy to be there.
She was happy to be there.
Yeah. Look at me. I look very concerned.
What was high school like for you?
High school sucked for me.
Really?
I had to talk to those kids, and they were like, they literally asked me, like, how was your high school experience? And I was like, how do I put this, like, nice? I was like, what? It was like 4 years for sure, I definitely finished it.
Oh
but
man, were there classes?
there were classes and teachers and
bells,
students
you name
everywhere.
it, yeah.
You name it. There's a lot.
Peers.
My high school experience was, I was pretty to myself. I didn't really. I hung out with like maybe a couple people, like especially Hannah DeMuro. Shouts out. That's my bestie.
Shout out, Hannah.
She's in Jersey and she's like this incredible nurse. She's getting married soon. Yes. But me and her were besties, and then I kind of just kept to myself a lot. I did. It's just like a very like mysterious like girl.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that.
I think I was just like too freaky. Like I always had bits that I would bring to school. Like
You're very funny.
I
You are legitimately
people
very
didn't
funny.
find it funny.
And you're doing bits.
Can I tell you something? In middle school, I decided to bring around a Severus Snape cutout.
I'm starting to get a picture.
Do you know what I
I'm
mean?
starting to get a picture.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had like a really like choppy haircut that was like dyed black.
Yeah.
And I would bring my Severus Snape cutout. I'm pretty sure I made a Facebook for him too. It was hilarious.
You made a Facebook page for your Severus Snape cutout?
Yeah.
I'm living for her.
Yeah.
I
Sevy
love
Snape.
that.
That's like kind of like the vibes that I gave in school. I always had like this like an ongoing bit with like nobody. So it was just kind of like an inside joke that never
An inside joke just for me.
Well, I'm an only child, so I really entertained myself.
Yeah.
A lot.
Were you like dating?
No. Well, towards the end of high school, I made some bad decisions and started dating a little bit, but I was really like a late bloomer. Like
Yeah.
I had my first kiss at 16, like just, I was a senior in high school because I was a little bit young.
Yeah.
So I wasn't dating. Towards the end of high school, I was like, I'm a bad girl. I'm gonna go to New York and I'm gonna party and I'm gonna be in the art scene in New York, and which I did.
And I did do
and
that.
I did do that. And so I would just like kind of sneak out of school and start doing like bad girl things, like go to the club,
Yeah.
And we can't go to the club.
You can't go to the club.
No, not at 16. You can't do it.
Can't be happening.
Well, yeah. But I mean, it happens, and it wasn't. But so that's kind of is why I'm like really stay inside. I just feel like I was outside too much.
When and why did you move to LA?
I moved to LA because of Euphoria. So when we started shooting was probably 7 years ago. I've been in LA for a long time, actually, now that I think about it. But we shot it all in LA. So the pilot we shot in LA, I was staying at the Standard West Hollywood, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
What a place.
Yeah.
What a place.
Beautiful.
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 It's beautiful.
I start crying.
They really need to like quit playing games and just like open it back up.
Yeah.
Anywho, so we stayed there for like a month, and then when the show got picked up, I moved to LA. I just like packed my bags, like quit modeling, just like everyone does. And I made my way to Los Angeles, to Hollywood, and I have been here since.
And so you've been here since, and you have so many wonderful people in your life out here. How did you meet Ben, the painter?
Oh my God, Ben.
That's like your bestie.
My bestie. He literally this morning was like, you better mention me.
Really?
Yeah.
I knew he'd want to be on here.
Literally.
Classic gay guy.
He's classic. He literally was like, you better mention me. I met Ben through a mutual friend. When I moved to LA, actually when I moved to Silver Lake, I had this is so dark, but I had this apartment that had mold in it, so I had to leave.
It was just me, my Severus Snape cutout,
and my mold. And so the mold is no joke in LA. Let's talk about that too. So I had to move really quickly, so I moved to my friend's building, and then Ben had just moved to LA. So then we all me and Ben just became really close, and now like we basically live together and we like share life.
He's so wonderful.
I love Ben.
Ben.
He's insane though.
Ben, I love you, and I want one of your paintings. Let's talk.
Oh, let's talk.
Ben, let's talk.
Do it on the pod. He'll do it.
Let's talk, Ben.
If you talk to him, he will.
Ben, give
He's
me
a
painting.
people pleaser, so really you can convince him.
I'll pay 50% to 25% of what you probably charge.
That's just an estimation.
Yeah, I want to look at the price, and then we'll talk.
And then we'll talk.
No, his paintings are so good, and I know
he
that's
just
one
gave
of
me
your
a new one.
besties.
It's beautiful.
Gave it to you.
Well, he does this thing where every year he takes
Huh?
the perks of
so
having
just so
a
I know
husband.
what's possible.
Yeah, there's a lot of things possible in there.
Your best friend.
And my best friend. Well, he does this thing where every year he will take when I'm not home, because sometimes I'm working outside of LA. I will come back home and the painting will be gone, but in place of it will be a new painting in his new era. So, and then his new thing is every year he's like, I hated that painting. Every year. It has been 6 years of me coming home thinking I'm gonna see the painting that I have, and then he paints over it.
Oh, he's painting over it?
I think so.
Oh my God.
I think he paints over it.
My friends don't do anything for me.
I can't understand artists. Oh, they don't?
My friends don't do anything for me.
No.
I need friends like that.
They would just give you paintings and then have a neurotic breakdown about it.
Just think of me. I
Think
have
of me a
horrible
little.
people in my
People
life.
don't give you. I love gifts. I love giving thoughtful gifts. You don't get any thoughtful gifts?
I do. I'm just being silly. But I'm not a gift giver though.
Oh, you don't give gifts.
I'm not a gift giver. When I receive a gift, I'm always like, well, thank you, but it's not
It's not your love language.
It's not my love language. I'm quality time.
I love quality time.
Quality time is my biggest thing.
Mine is words of affirmation. I need to be affirmed.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit too much.
I'll
I'm working
affirm
on
you.
it.
I'll affirm you anytime.
Affirm right now.
What do you? Well, you're gorgeous. You're talented. You're funny. You're actually so funny. I think people who don't know you personally would be really like they would hang out with you for a night and be like, why the fuck is Barbie so funny? Like
honestly, that's amazing.
I want to see you in more comedic things.
I would love to do it.
Because I think you're so good at. You're such a good actor. But I want to see you. I want to see you do more comedic things.
I would love to do it.
You're beautiful. You're grounded. You have really good people around you, which is always a green flag.
That's a great compliment.
Yeah, your friends too are like. I feel like they're ride or dies.
Yes, I have like a big loyalty thing with like everyone in my life. Like I'm loyal to a fault.
You really are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think people say that, and then it's like you sometimes don't see it in the evidence, but I see it in the evidence.
Yeah, I like to have people that I trust and that I love and that I know, know the pros and cons of them. I mean, because I'm not exactly an angel all the time. So.
Yeah, come on.
No, I am, right?
She has a little fun.
I am a little devil on my shoulder.
What's wrong with being a little devilish?
Just a little bit.
What? So I'm trying to keep myself on track here.
Okay.
Because you and I will do a tangent.
We
You moved to LA to do Euphoria, and then is Euphoria the first like big thing that kind of hits for you? Did you feel like that's when your life changes?
Oh yeah.
And then tell me about that. So then you're in it and you're like famous and whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's insane. Can we just say that's insane?
It was really insane. And I don't think I was... Well, before I was like a model and I was doing like kind of like... I was hosting a lot of stuff. So like I had like this like little Broadway like Vice show and like all this. And let me tell you something. Did not prepare me for this. I don't think that I really... I honestly, I didn't really even enjoy it, which is kind of the sad part. Is like I thought, like it became so like scary because it's just like so many people randomly like tuning in to what I'm doing, what my life is, everything. So it wasn't as fun as but I was also really young. I also think it's almost impossible when people say like, don't, like, just enjoy it. Like, I think it's impossible when you're not like a fully fledged out human being. So like, it took a while for me to kind of get, to get a hang of it. And it was very fun and very crazy and like a whirlwind. And yeah, it definitely changed my life a lot. But before that, it was my first acting job. My first acting job was a lot of guest spots in like stuff like Divorce, and then I did this one line in a movie that got cut.
Fuck.
I had to tell the kids in the high school drama club about it, because I was like, listen to me, kids, they're gonna cut you.
Had you bragged to people about the role?
No.
Had you told people? See, because that's a
No,
mistake you'll
part.
make at the beginning, is where you'll be like, oh my God, I'm in such and such, and then it gets cut, and you're like, everyone
Don't ever mention it again.
Do not, yeah.
Yeah, no, it happens. I mean, acting is just, that's what, it's like, it's just, you literally are always just, you don't know what's gonna happen.
Dude, I had one of those recently where I filmed a scene, pretty funny scene for Mr. and Mrs. Smith on Amazon. Mm-hmm. And I like flew to New York for it and fucking like did the whole scene with Maya Erskine, who is lovely, by the way.
Love her. Yeah.
So nice. It was my first time meeting her, and I was like, I would die for this person. Did the whole scene, and then I like told people about it. I was like, yeah, I'm in the new Mr. and Mrs. Smith, just one scene, but it's like for a comedian, for a stand-up, it's like those one scenes are like our thing.
Yeah,
you know
you
what I
can
mean?
steal the whole episode.
You kind of hope for it. It's like I go work for one day, I get a really good shot at being
that
funny.
shit was cut, wasn't it?
Oh, it was cut. And they kept like they kept like one line from my voice and still credited me.
Yeah.
So
That's the worst.
So I've got so many.
I've been there.
If you pause it, my headshot still pops up. So people were DMing me, and I was pissed. I'll be honest, for a minute I was livid at the Mr. and Mrs. Smith team and Amazon.
Yeah.
And then a couple weeks after, I was still so mad about it. And then I got the residual check, and I said, hey, no worries. I said, hey, thanks for keeping that line in, y'all.
Literally. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, darling.
I know, but I was so mad.
Being an actor, really, it's like a constant ego death, I think, which has been really fun for me. I kind of love putting myself in. I kind of get off on like putting myself in situations that are just like terrifying.
Yeah.
But like in like public speaking or acting, performing, like all that, like for some reason, like it keeps me alive.
What's been that for you recently?
Broadway, for sure.
Yeah.
That was, every night having to perform.
That's got to be scary too, because like you're a person who like, you have a fan base, and like you have an audience. Like people are going to come see you do this because they love you, and it's a whole new thing. Like was that scary? Oh. Was that scary?
It was.
But I wasn't one of them. Is that what you were trying to?
I said unlike some
yeah.
people.
Okay, cool. I didn't catch that, but then I saw the face you made, and I realized you were trying to drag me again. Cool.
Yeah. Okay,
Got
cool.
it.
Well, what was the question again?
The question was it scary to do a Broadway show as like a first
It was
theater
extremely
thing?
scary. And I had just gotten back from, also another thing I did was scary, is I did a rom-com in Montreal, and I was naked in it. Naked.
Sounds great. Love it.
Yeah, but that was like another like, okay, we're going to face our fears, and we're
Yeah.
going to serve body
Yeah.
in the nude. And it was very fun. So I did that, and then I went to Broadway. So I was just kind of like, my adrenal glands are just like out. Like I've just been like, I've just been, I don't know, doing things that like push me. It's been like really scary, but cool. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Hey guys, it's me, Caleb. Chance and I are here in our house in Seattle. We're about to do our Seattle tour shows, just so you know why it's like this. And Chance is holding the camera, and he's gonna do a real good job holding it steady. This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain. It's fun. Showcase your offerings with a professional website, grow your brand, and get paid, all in one place. We all could use a good website in this day and age. I tell you what, and Squarespace has so many awesome features to get yours up and running. Squarespace gives you everything you need to offer services and get paid, all in one place. From consultants to events and experiences, showcase your offerings with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business. You'll get paid on time with professional on-brand invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with Don't do that. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools. Get discovered fast with integrated Squarespace SEO tools. Every website is optimized to be indexed with meta descriptions. Oh my God. an auto-generated sitemap. Whoa! And more even. So you show up more often on search engines and bring in more of your ideal customers. I didn't even know that. Head to squarespace.com/SoTrue for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code SOTRUE to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Wow, thanks, Squarespace. Today's episode is brought to you by Alma. Alma's on a mission to simplify access to high-quality, affordable mental health care. A lot of you could use it. Alma has built a community of over 20,000 diverse therapists. Therapists on the platform offer both in-person and virtual care. While online tools and resources can be a useful starting point or supplement, human relationships are an irreplaceable part of mental health care. And I've always said that. Alma can help you find someone who will work with you on your specific needs and goals and support you in making real progress and improving your mental health, okay? Alma also makes things real simple to find a therapist. Some people turn to impersonal online resources like forums or chatbots because they think finding a therapist is expensive and difficult. The directory makes it easy to find therapists that take your insurance and meet your unique needs, but filters like gender, race, therapeutic approach, and more, okay? Know the cost of your sessions up front using Alma's cost estimator tool. And Alma, 97% of therapists accept insurance, including United, Aetna, Cigna, and more. And we love insurance companies, don't we, folks? Better with people, better with Alma. Visit helloalma.com/SoTrue to get started and schedule a free consultation today. That's helloalma.com/SOTRUE. This episode of So True is brought to you by Booking.com. Booking.yeah. Every time I use Booking.com to find a place to stay in the U.S., I know they'll have exactly what I'm looking for. They have a huge variety of options, from hotels to vacation rentals, and I know I can find exactly what I'm looking for. I found Booking.com has something for everyone. In my friend group, I'm definitely the planner. If I didn't do it, no one would. So when it's time to take that group vacation to the beach, I sprint to my computer and go right to Booking.com. You guys booked all the travel for the whole tour. Does it bother you to hear me say stuff like this? No. Now my friends can be pretty specific about what they need out of a place to stay on vacation. We simply must have an outdoor barbecue grill so I can make some of my famous hot corn on the cob. When I stay somewhere with my friends, we have to have a barbecue grill so I can make some of my famous hot corn on the cob. Booking.com makes it easy and convenient to find so many great places to stay all across the country. No matter who you are, Booking.com helps you find the stay that's ridiculously right for you. Find exactly what you're looking for on Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
How do you, okay, so, but at a pretty, I feel like it was a pretty young age for you that all of a sudden now people are like commenting on everything you do.
Yes.
That had to be so, and by the way, any of this can be cut. If there's anything that comes up that you're like, no, I don't really want to talk about that, we'll cut it. But the sheer influx of commentary from strangers on your work life, your appearance, like who you're seen out with, what you're doing. How did you manage that? Or how do you manage that? That's got to be fucking psycho.
It's hard because I think what also happens is it evolves into different things. I've been modeling since I was 16, so I'm 28 now. And for me, my body and what I say has been taken out of context from like everything every single thing I do, was because I was a model, and I totally take that and I accept it, and that was my job, was like my appearance. So what was hard for me is I started at such a young age being a model, and like what I was selling was the way that I look and like what I have, and thankfully people listened to what I had to say, which was really cool. I got to say all these things that I still like believe in, and like I'm very proud of like my thoughts on like how people perceive women and all these things when I was a teenager. But, I think like it's so hard because now as an actor and I'm 28, I'm like, I am not a model. And, having to hear things about that just don't matter to me, which is like things that don't have to do with my work or like my integrity or like my creativity, my acting, like, you know what I mean? It's like, so I've evolved in my career as being a model who was like, and that was what my product was like what I looked like, and that was what and not necessarily, but I was modeling clothes, so I was selling things on my body, so I totally understand the conversations being had back then. But as I evolve and I get older, it just feels so exhausting. And at this point in my life and my career, I kind of have just realized that like no matter what I do, people are going to hate me and have something to say about it, and hopefully, let's hope, I'll have a long career where, I will go through so many different iterations of myself and my craft and what I find important to talk about at the time and what I want to work on and the stories that I want to work on. So I think it's just part of, unfortunately, the whole thing. So I mean, it's not bad. It's fine. I can like live with it. I think it's just interesting how it evolves. Like it's always something that I hadn't thought about before. So it does keep me on the toes, the haters. The haters do keep me on the toes.
They
my
keep
toes.
me thinking.
They keep me thinking a little bit too much. But it's funny is I've always had people always talk about me. I mean, I've been on the internet like as a model since I was 16, and I was a bathing suit model. So it's like my first big gig was like me in a string bikini for Aerie, and everyone was like, "What? This woman exists? What?"
They're running into
it
walls.
It was international news,
Yeah.
and it was hilarious. And that was my first big kind of moment with dealing with like people talking
like
about
she can't.
she
can't.
well, she's in a bikini. What about a garbage bag with holes in it? It's waterproof. It's like, I don't know. It's just really it really freaks me out because I remember doing that. First of all, I mean, I remember doing that shoot. I was like chain smoking cigarettes and like had my Supreme outfit on, like my Air Forces. Like I was insane. And I was just like literally like, yeah, I put some bikini on. Like I was just in New York. I was like, I put a bikini on. I'm just walking around like,
oh,
I didn't even know.
I'm walking in.
I'm walking in, baby.
I'm in a bikini
I'm
over
in a
here.
bikini. So I just remember that day. I had no idea, and I think that was the start of like and this is my like this is what I have to deal with for the rest of my life as long as I'm in the public space, and whatever, I'll take it.
Yeah, you're very generous though, because I do think even when you say like, oh, I started as a model, like my appearance was the product or whatever, I still don't think that entitles people to make negative comments about your body. It's like I mean, I get a lot of them, not on the scale that you have received anything, but the freeness with which people feel like they can just remark on your body is like, why?
Well, what's interesting is that I've been noticing because I've been in different cities, and the way that people talk to me, like on the street, has like kind of, I feel like in LA, I like, there's way bigger fish to fry. Like there's like Brad Pitt at the coffee shop, like no one's like, checking for me. But when I was in like other places, like the way that people would talk to me, it's like I'm not a person. It's like this and that, like just saying something like about my life that they know and like screaming it across the room and I'm like hi, hello.
You're getting a newspaper, they're like, Euphoria!
Literally.
Like,
and they'll be like saying things that I'm like, what are you, like, whoa, I'm just having a drink here, So it's interesting that people have, I think that some people just don't think of me as a person, which, listen, I used to love fanfare. I'm a Brazilian. It's in my blood. I understand. Okay.
It's a Brazilian quality.
It's a Brazilian quality to be a mega fan. I've been a mega fan of many things, and I understand that, like, I really do. This is like a process of like 12 years of like understanding, like, the way that people think. And a lot of people are just, this sounds so cliche, but people are just so sad. Yeah. They're sad. And it makes them feel better to like make fun of other people. And it's just like, once I really understood that deeply, I think, and it is not personal to me, and it's like it could be anything, like it could literally be anything, and they would like, I'm a woman in the public, like, and people will say something about me. So the more I understand that deeply, the more I just feel not empathy, because it's not like I'm like poor haters of mine, like, like,
oh, my poor haters,
go fuck yourselves, okay?
Yeah.
All my haters can go fuck themselves, but not really. But I hope there's like I understand what's happening, and especially now, I feel like the internet is. I just feel like it's just an escape for people to hate.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think something I've really spent a lot of time thinking about is like so many people spend their life, and it's not necessarily their fault, but it's like something that's fed to us. So many people spend their whole life restricting themselves, and they don't eat things they don't want to eat, and they don't hang out with people they don't want to hang out with, and they don't say things they want to say, and they don't wear what they want to wear, and they don't allow themselves to go out of these very strict boundaries of like normalcy. Yeah. And so anytime they see someone, like if they see a fat person finding themselves sexy, or if they see, like a trans person expressing themselves in a different kind of dress, like attire, or if they see a musician making weird choices, like anything that goes outside of that box, the real thing that's getting at them is. It's like a how dare you thing. Yeah. And the place that comes from is like, man, I wish I could be free.
It's the shame.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I wish I could be free. How dare you be free in front of me when I can't be free? And it's like, well, you could.
Shame is a prison.
Yeah.
Shame is a prison. I truly believe that. I think and I'll say this for a little later when you ask me a certain question, because this is my perhaps so true. Oh shit. Not a spoiler.
Barbie Ferreira, what's so true to you?
Oh my God, already?
Yeah, do it now.
Okay, just
Tell us
because it
now.
has things to do with shame. I really think that being cringy, we need to stop that. We need to stop the idea of cringe. It has been in my, and me too. I'm a zillennial. I mean, I was Gen Z up until a couple years ago when they changed it to 97. Oh!
They changed the goalposts, and now all of a sudden
they've changed the goalposts. So I'll have you all know I am Gen Z in my head always. But I think there's this thing where people who, I think a lot of younger people too, were growing up in this thing where we're just so scared of being embarrassing, and I'm like, who cares? Life is so fun when you're embarrassing.
Yes.
It's so fun when you're not in the shame prison that I just mentioned before. And it's it just feels like you can't make any moves because you just are. I think there's a third person, like an internet voice in everyone's head now who's chronically online. Which, by the way, it's not even just young people. My mom is on YouTube Shorts all day. So it's
Queen.
Love her. Shout out to Jonna.
Subscribe to So True, please, Queen.
Yeah, please, Queen. But by the way, I showed her the episode with your mom. It was she cried. She loved it. My mom loved it.
That's
anyway.
so sweet.
But yeah, I just feel like shame is getting in the way of a lot of happiness, a lot of creativity.
If you want to be happy, you have to climb Cringe Mountain.
You gotta climb Cringe Mountain. And this is to me too. Listen, I've had to go through a lot of cringe ego death because it's the way one grows up. It's everyone's just making fun of each other. They're all calling oh, this is bad. This is this is what it should be, yada yada. So for me, what's so true is to be cringy.
Also, I 100% agree. It's something we've talked about on this show before, but I also think they're striving at being cool is the least cool thing you can do. You have to adopt a personal philosophy that whatever you do is cool because you do it.
Exactly.
You bring the cool to stuff. It's if you're trying to wear stuff because it's cool, or if you're trying to listen to stuff because it's cool.
People can see right through you.
People can see through it. And it's that's fine. You can participate in trends. I'm not saying never participate in a trend. I definitely, as soon as people got rid of skinny jeans, I switched it up. You know what I mean?
You didn't want to be the last one on that bandwagon.
I won't be dying on that hill.
Yeah, no, not that hill.
But I'm saying just generally being what I'm into is cool. There's that thing of what's actually really cool is people having fun and enjoying themselves.
I think it's so cool. I actually think it's not only so true, but so cool.
So true. And
so
Barbie
cool.
show is coming soon. So cool
And
with Barbie Ferreira.
So true and so cool. That's our collab.
Wait. The Barbie Ferreira Shame Prison episode.
The Shame Prison episode.
So cool.
It's 10 ways to but it's I always get those YouTube videos on my recommended. There's 10 ways to master your mind. And it's some bald guy. It's bald guy looking intensely at you.
And are you tapping in?
Yeah, I'm tapping in.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Wait, can I just say what I've been watching?
I wish you would.
Okay, I have to say something. I've been watching the Beast games.
No.
Yeah.
Are you eating Feastables?
I'm not. I'm sponsored by MrBeast today.
Let's go.
I'm here for our collab. The amount of money that this show is giving out.
Yeah.
And I just have to talk about this. This has to be
Speak on it.
The fact that it was literally within 2-3 episodes, it turned into a religious cult. It devolved completely into a religious cult. It was beautiful. I was like, this is what humans do when we're in the city. What was it called? It's not Gag City, obviously. That's Nikki's. The Beast City, of course, Beast City.
Chance used to work for MrBeast.
Oh my God. Okay, I love that show. Literally, send my regards to MrBeast.
My regards to
MrBeast. Send kisses to the chef because it is truly just watching it for how humans just. How we are just human.
Yeah.
We will never, there's always these pillars of society that we will, the fact that it's a religious cult within 2-3 episodes, people are starting to it's people's value is their morality. You don't know these people. They're all lying. It's fascinating. It's amazing. And it's so much money. And I like that. That's why I liked Alone, because you get $1 million at the end of it.
Yeah.
So I'm I want to see some real high stakes because reality shows these days don't even have money. They just win nothing.
Yeah.
You just win.
You just win the opportunity to be on TV.
Yeah, the circle, the circle of love and whatever. And it's what's the prize? It's just respect.
Yeah, we think what you did was pretty funny.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. That's
There's
all.
no prize. I love a prize.
I'm not watching any of that, but I really understand it. I really understand
I
it.
am lowbrow.
I'm sorry. No, it's all immediately Lord of the Flies.
Yeah,
everything is Lord of the Flies.
It's insane. It always happens. There's always a leader. It's.
If you put a group of humans in a room and you say, "Hey guys, this is the Be Normal challenge," you have 1 week to be normal. By the end of it, somebody will be dead.
There'll be an aluminum hat.
And there will be a new type of politics that's like the craziest thing you've ever heard.
Yeah, and there's like weird like music chants that have been created. It's just it all, and then it's beautiful. I'm so excited for episode 10. Who will win?
I can't wait for episode 10. Who will win? Into camera. You're like getting sponsored by them.
I'm secretly being sponsored by MrBeast.
Dude, that is so
I just
fucking
had to talk
funny.
about it because I spent my whole day yesterday just watching in complete just wow. It's great. I mean, I think that all actors should watch it.
Dude, I'm getting the only thing I'm doing on YouTube is I'm getting blazed out of my mind.
Excuse you, it's on Prime.
Sorry, my bad. I'm getting blazed out of my mind going on YouTube and searching like origins of human evil philosopher explain.
Oh my god,
And then I'm just
same.
being like, right.
It's like 10 hours of Carl Jung. And literally, I am not kidding. I also watch a lot of physics videos because I read a book.
Oh, that would scare me.
Yes, I did read a book. Just letting everyone know on
First
the
of all,
internet.
I read a book.
I read a book a couple months ago, and Solaris, and it was about a sentient ocean in like a whatever. There's like a Russian movie. It's really great.
You did not read this book.
I did. I sure did.
You're like, it was, I don't know, the ocean had feelings
it's
or something.
a sentient ocean.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, I can tell you the whole plot if you want to quiz me.
Come on, let's go.
Okay, so an astronaut, like anthropologist, whatever. He goes.
I can tell you the whole plot if you want.
Whatever.
Astronaut or anthropologist.
He goes to this island, this planet.
Yeah, Barbie, you're crumbling.
I'm illiterate. I'm lying. Anyway, there's a sentient ocean.
Yeah.
And it really freaked me out because I'm like, can aliens be oceans?
Fuck.
And
Fuck.
and they mind control. But you wouldn't even, there's levels to this shit. You don't even understand.
You're like, Caleb, please.
All right, Caleb,
you
please,
son me.
please. Anyway, physics. So now I have been falling asleep to just like hours of people explaining the fabric of space and time, and I think I finally understood.
And I just want you to know, I got it.
I got it. All of this is to say, I got it.
What do you think?
Well, I think it's fucking scary.
Okay. That
And it
I
has been
believe.
freaking me out because I'm like, okay, what are you talking about? That like space is literally like density, like gravity is just like how heavy the planet is, bro.
Dude. Stop.
Anyway, I do smoke a lot of weed.
What?
Yeah, just a
You
side
do.
note. Side note. That's why I watch those.
Yeah. Well, I hope you weren't going into this bone sober.
Well, no, I'm not. I did not smoke.
Do you think you're good at giving advice?
I think so.
Or answering questions? Okay, put on your headphones.
Okay.
Let's do it. We have a segment for you. We have a voicemail from a
love
listener.
these. Okay.
Let's see if you can help them out. Wait, which one's? Okay, I found it.
I'm so excited.
Okay.
Hi, Caleb. This is Angelica from Washington State, and I want to know the truth about how to get over someone successfully. We're not trying to do shortcuts. We're not trying to skimp on anything. How do you get over someone successfully? Love you guys. Bye.
Girl, let me know.
Girl, hey, if you find out, give
Let
us a call.
know. Sure. I feel like shortcuts are the only way through it, baby. Obviously, you have to, read self-help books and, travel alone. Eat, pray, love.
The best way to get over somebody else is to get under somebody new.
I want that to be wrong so bad.
But look.
I want it to be wrong so
But
bad.
look.
But look at that.
Let's take a look at the
it.
evidence.
The evidence is
It's working.
it's working. Unfortunately, that is a shortcut. I think that I always mention it, Eat, Pray, Love, because when I went through my big breakup, I was like, I was on my I was not actually solo traveling, but like the vibe was me.
Yeah.
Like the solo traveler vibe. Like I was basically a woman in her van vlogging every day. Like, but really in reality, I was just in LA.
Here's what I'll say.
Going
It was
to
a fun
Chateau.
time to be on your close friends.
Okay, close friends of mine. I will say I see the people who ignore my close friends because they know I'm too much.
It's not me.
It's not you.
It's not me.
And it's not you.
I'm reading them like texts.
They
like
are.
ancient
They should
texts.
be kept in a diary.
When you post a close friend story, I go, lock in.
Lock in. You gotta know what's going on.
I stick around.
Thank you.
I check it out. I say, what's going on?
I need an outlet. Like that is like for me. Like I need an outlet on the internet, and even if it's to 30 of my closest friends, and maybe
I'm
a
on there
couple of my
doing
favorite
it.
pop stars I just add in just to see if they'll watch
Just to
it.
see.
Yeah, which they sometimes do.
They sometimes do.
Sometimes not. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, too much, but it's okay.
I overshared to Taylor Swift.
But I'm so
Fuck.
happy that you're my close friend's reply guy. I love it.
Oh, I'm replying.
You do reply, and I love it because I know that you actually pay attention and you're like, you understand the arc of what I'm saying. all the
Yeah,
time.
I can sometimes almost guess something that you're going through just based on the meme. Mm-hmm. You know, it'll be like a meme that has nothing to do, and I'll be like, Barbie, stop seeing that guy.
Yeah.
Like I'll just clock in. I'm like, I know what's going on.
You know
here.
exactly what happened. The 2-week situationship is over, and so it's on the close friends.
God love us, the 2-week situationship.
Yeah.
Sent from hell to destroy.
Yeah, that's like pretty much my whole New York.
Yeah. That's everyone's in New York, I think.
I try. Yeah, New York is you would think that it's so cold. People would want
They would cling to warmth.
cling to
but
one
instead
another.
they shun it.
No, they shun the warmth.
Yeah.
They want to be isolated.
They do. They really do.
I don't know, but yeah.
I need you back out there.
I'll come back to New York. I now have to go to my mom's every Christmas because she decided upon it. So I'm gonna have to. So I will be in New York all the time.
Your mom, who, my favorite thing you've said about your mom to me is that she just spends like all day cooking gourmet meals for her dog.
Yes, and now I have to do it. Wait, Caleb. Okay, let's talk about it. My mom cooked for my dog for 4 months. Every day. She's a private chef. She's no longer really she's like semi-retired. She cooked for him and her dog all day. So now, guess what I'm doing at home? So my dog eats his
Well, you're
little
sous
kibble.
chef.
I had to make him peas, carrots. I made beef, like ground beef lean. My mom made me sure lean.
Lean.
And I cooked it in water, no oil, and I put it to his. And then I put it with a little bit of brown rice in his meal every day.
That's
Too much,
insane.
Too much.
You're locked in with
I
this
have to.
dog.
He won't eat if I don't do it. I mean, I love my animals, but this is a bit far.
This is a bit far.
He was having too much fun at Grandma's house,
Grandma, I love her.
who's now in the Maldives, like living her best life.
She's fucking real.
Yeah,
A
my
lot of people
mom-
aren't real anymore, but your mom is real.
My mom is like a bit too real.
Well, when she and I hang out privately, as we often do,
You guys, oh,
you
I
find
know
out we have like a
this.
secret private friendship.
I believe it.
I
My mom
wish.
is like, she is like, growing up, she was like the it girl, and I was like her little emo son next to her. Like she was just a like,
Choppy black haircut. You're
Literally,
like,
I'm like-
Severus Snape.
literally.
You're like, no, put the sorting hat on me. She's like, Barbie. She's like, Barbie, please.
I would like literally like yes, I was like, and then my mom was just like this bombshell, like tan. She would like be blonde highlights and just like I kind of dressed like how she would like going to a PTA meeting, like trying to be like not too flashy, but still like
still
giving
serving
hot,
down,
you know?
yeah.
So like I would just always just be like hating on her joy too, hating on it.
Rooting on her downfall.
Yeah, I would just be like, Mom, why are you so happy? Like, I was a nightmare. I'm glad I grew out of it.
You're like, I wish I lived with Dumbledore.
It's Dumbledore! You don't even understand. I was like, literally, I loved Harry Potter growing up. And yeah, I did go to a convention. I went to a Harry Potter convention and I did listen to something called Wizard Rock.
What house are you?
Ravenclaw,
You're Ravenclaw. Wow.
because I read.
I would have pegged you as a Hufflepuff.
I like Hufflepuffs.
Nice.
I don't like the basicness of like the Gryffindor, Slytherin, like good versus evil, like boo. Like I want
Boo.
gray area.
Yeah.
I want gray area. I think Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff are the real winners. It's not really about them. It's about the greater good. Gryffindor and Slytherin, it's
I'm
all
falling
about you.
asleep.
It's like the jocks. It's like, we have a rivalry. I'm like, what about like
Who cares about Quidditch?
Who cares?
Sorry.
I don't.
How about me and the other kids are having fun with the invisibility cloak in the library?
And we're just having a good time, and it's all about we're sneaking into the private library, where they have all the bad books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who I would love to play in Harry Potter?
Who?
Hagrid.
Hagrid.
He fucking rocks. I love him.
Oh my god, you have to get a big old dog.
He's cool as fuck. Yeah, I get like
He's so
dragons and
cool.
shit.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Yeah, that's what I want to be like.
Yeah.
Who would you want to play? Can't say Hagrid. That's mine.
Fuck.
Sorry, dude. Sorry, dude.
You know who I really like? I like Emma Thompson as the divinate.
Go ahead.
I have it.
Try again.
I do speak for a living. Divination professor.
Yeah.
Yes. Tea leaves, and she has like the kooky
She's
glasses.
crazy as fuck. She's
Yeah,
like always up in their
"Arr."
face.
I like that. I like it. I
the
love a
mark of
witchy
death.
woman. I hope to be like a witchy woman with just like all of my cloaks on towards the end of my life. Like there's lots of like jewelry, just like lots of it.
I see that for you.
Yeah, I hope so.
I could also play Professor McGonagall, I think.
You would be great.
Harry Potter!
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Oh my God. We should do a 2-person show that's Harry Potter themed.
That would
And
make
reclaim
us,
it from that
first
evil
of all,
bitch
that
who
would
wrote
help
it.
us get laid hella.
First of all, we would get laid
We
like
would get
crazy.
fucked crazy.
People at the show being like, do I want to fuck Hagrid?
Or Professor, what for her name?
Or the divination professor.
Divination professor?
Divination.
Harry.
Harry.
I just love
You're a wizard,
There's
Harry.
nothing better than doing like a specifically Harry Potter English accent.
Can we please do a one night only Harry Potter show?
Yeah, I actually would.
That'd be fucking sick.
I will play we'll
Radio
just have
City
like
Musical.
yeah, we'll just do it like Black Box Theater, like really stripped down.
Yeah. Okay, different. I said Radio City Musical. You
No.
said Black Box, actually.
I think this should be really stripped
You're
down.
right.
I think
You're
it should
right.
be an intimate night.
You're right.
I think it should be like really just absolutely
No industry tastemakers.
None.
All fans.
all fans.
All fans.
And fans of the theater.
Exactly correct. Fans of
That's
the
like,
theater.
no, I'm on.
That's you
I was
now.
on Broadway. So.
That's you now. I was on Broadway.
Yeah, you ever heard of it?
Give my regards to Broadway.
My favorite thing about being on Broadway is that anytime I wanted to, like, if someone's like, hey, like, are you coming to this thing at 8? I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm on Broadway. I'm like, y'all know,
can't.
I can't,
I wish I could.
but it's 8 shows a week.
You did that to me a
changed.
couple times.
I have changed it to the theater kid that I've locked up inside.
I will say I texted you a couple times during the Broadway one to do something and be like, sorry, man, you know how Broadway is.
I
And
love
I'd be
doing
like,
that.
I don't, Barbie. I don't. It's just you, babe.
You know how it is. 8 shows a week. You know, it was really cool to see who came because well, I have to say this because I have to because it wasn't Caleb.
Barbie, I wish I had made it, dude. I'm fucking sick about it. Can I just say that?
Right. Okay.
You know
let's
I
hear it.
support
No,
you.
I want to hear a lot of it.
You
yeah.
know I support
Right.
you, and like I missed this
like
one.
when the flight was canceled, so you missed my screening.
That's actually legitimately out of my control.
Where's the PJ?
Where is the PJ?
You need to go to a 15-person screening at the Tribeca.
I want
Film
nothing
Place.
more than to be at that screening. Are you kidding? I was gonna bring a date too.
A date?
I was gonna bring a
Actually, a lot of
date.
people brought dates. Again, fuck fest. What
It's
is
a
up with
chic
me?
thing to do.
It's chic.
Whenever I get invited to something artsy, I go,
Artsy.
who am I? What date am I taking to this? Barbie, I have a segment for you.
Oh, I love a segment. Okay.
Guess what? I'm going to read you 15 statements. You're going to tell me as quickly as you can if you think what I just said was true or false. Okay?
Oh, I do remember this as well.
If you get 10 or more correct, we're going to give you $50 US.
I fucking love this.
Let's go. You ready?
Oh my god, I'm so scared because I've seen people do really bad and really good.
I know. And we had an episode earlier today where the person did, they did really good. The housefly hums in the key of F.
True.
True. Life jackets used to be filled with sunflower seeds for flotation.
False.
True. Harry S. Truman's middle name is just the letter S.
It's silly enough to be true.
True. Hackensack High School's newspaper is called the Comet Quarterly.
False.
False. It's
It's something else. Comet.
The Voice.
The Voice, right.
The
Hack Voice, yeah.
An octopus has 3 hearts.
No. False.
True.
Fuck.
Mr. Rossetti is a skunk character in Animal Crossing.
False.
False. He's a mole.
I know all about Animal Crossing.
10 trillion bricks were used in the building of the Empire State Building.
Was it made by bricks? I guess, right? That's how you make false?
False. It was 10 million bricks.
I would assume.
The Gracie family invented Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
They did, yeah, true.
True. The Sopranos ran for 6 seasons.
False. More.
True. Just
Oh,
6.
is it?
I wish it was more.
Yeah.
The Nintendo Switch was released in 2017.
False.
True.
Fuck me! I will never make $50.
Newborn baby penguins are pink with no hair.
False.
False. Russia has a larger surface area than Pluto.
False.
True.
What?
2025 is a
Pluto's
leap
tiny,
year.
though, not that. 2025 is a leap year?
Yeah.
No, false.
False. Disneyland closes at 8 p.m. on Sundays.
I mean, I know this, of course. No, I don't actually. False.
False. It's midnight. A group of frogs is called a flourish.
I love that. False?
False. It's an army. How'd she do? 10! Congratulations,
I
babe.
won the Beast Games.
Oh my God, you did!
But instead of like $250,000, it's $50.
It's
My
$50
favorite
US
podcast
dollars.
is my favorite podcast.
Oh my God, stop, Barbie.
It's true.
I'm really sorry about your show. I wish I had made it, and I
I
feel
know.
really sick about it. I didn't know you were going to ambush me like this.
I mean,
We asked you to come on the podcast for a long time, and you waited until now to bring this up.
yeah.
That's really
I really
crazy.
wanted to see what you would say on camera.
Just that I'm sorry. I really want to show up for you. I feel really sick about
I'm
it.
sensing a performance
No.
in there.
Barbie, look,
Drop in a little more.
Barbie.
Drop in a little more. Come on.
Okay. Barbie, look, I really want to show up for you, okay?
I see a smile.
Sorry. Sorry.
I said drop into the character, darling.
Okay. Can you just give me like action?
Okay. Whenever you're ready. Action.
Barbie, I'm sorry.
I like that choice.
Was that good?
Yeah, because it's like, it really reflected the shock.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Because I'm shocked that I could hurt you like that, you know?
And you hurt me a lot. I cried many moons. Yeah. It's okay. I forgive you. I do forgive you.
Today is when I was finally going to ask you to go study.
You know what
with
you can
me.
do to make up for it? We got recorded for the Lincoln Center thingy, so you can go see it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait.
The
What is
library.
this? It's going to be at
Wow,
the library?
there's a library that they recorded for. What is it, Tage? Please help me out because I was on Broadway and I should know this.
Tage, what is it?
The Lincoln Center,
Tage's
the
like,
New
we
York
don't know.
Public Library. No, it's something. Okay, we were recorded.
Yeah.
Prestigiously.
Yeah.
Prestigiously. For
OBC?
the Lincoln Center Broadway Library. Well, anyway, it's recorded and you can watch it, but you can only watch it twice.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it's there. I mean, it's not the same because.
Is it like a screening?
No, I actually have never done this, but from what I hear is that you like literally, you can watch it at the library.
Whoa.
You don't. Have
What
to
is
do
it
all
called,
that. You don't have
Chance?
to do all that. You don't.
I think it's just called the Lincoln Center Archive.
Yes,
The Lincoln Center
the
Archive. And I can go in there and watch your show.
And I will be making sure that, and I will quiz you after to make
Watch
sure
or
that you're paying
listen?
attention. You watch.
Watch it. It's like video recorded.
Yeah.
I am dead fucking serious. Chance, do not let me forget this. I'm going to do that. And then will we be good? Will we be solid?
Yeah. We'll be
Will you
fine.
consider it amended? Deal. You have a deal.
Deal.
I'm going to go and do this, and I will report back to the listeners on the show about
Give me
me
notes.
doing this.
Yeah. Post like the show's done and just give me notes.
Oh,
about
I'm going to
my
be brutal.
performance. Yeah.
I'm going to be brutal. If you make me, you're making me go there. I'm going to be brutal.
I'm making you go
You're-
to the
you're
Lincoln
sending
Center
me- you're
to go-
sending me-
I'm pretty sure they like sit you down and you have to watch it there.
And I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm really going to. Chance, let's go together when you're in New York next. I
Right,
love that.
okay.
I also want to talk about your new movie.
Yeah.
Bob Trevino likes it.
Bob Trevini.
I'm so excited about it. It comes out in theaters February 21st in New York and LA.
March 21st.
March 21st, New York and LA.
Yes.
And then wide release after that. More
We'll see.
cities.
If y'all see it.
If y'all go to New York and LA. So New York and LA, you need to step the fuck up.
It's actually such a sweet movie, and I'm not even like
You love this movie.
I love this movie.
Like in a real way. Not in a
love
work
it so,
way.
No, not in a work way.
Yeah.
This is my first movie that I did where I'm producing it, and it's so sweet. We did it for like such little, like the tiniest budget in the world, and it was so a labor of the heart, and it's so sweet, and it's so and you could bring like your whole family to it, which I think is like pretty like cool because I feel like a lot of things now are just like, which I love still, which is like just more like shock value or a little bit more like risque, and this one is just like all heart, no gimmick.
Co-starring
John Leguizamo,
John
darling.
Leguizamo,
Oh,
the
I love-
legend.
Yeah.
Absolute legend.
Absolute legend. Oh my god.
How was it working with him?
Amazing.
Yeah.
I was like, I wanted to get tea on everything, like Tu Wong Fu and stuff, but I didn't. I was being cool. I was playing it cool. But he's an icon. I literally like grew up watching. I mean, first of all, Moulin Rouge was like one of my favorite movies growing up because theater kid and like just being ridiculous. And I love Nicole Kidman, but he was incredible. It was really cool, and I thought I felt so like intimidated because I was like, it's just me and him basically, and then of course there's like incredible other characters, but like the friendship that our characters have,
The big bulk of it, yeah.
is that. So it was so cool. We were in Kentucky, baby, Louisville.
Baby, I remember when you were filming this.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was gonna maybe be going through Louisville, and I was like, oh my god, can we hang out?
I do remember that.
Do you remember? And I was like, what the fuck are you doing there?
And
you're
then
like,
once
I'm filming
again,
this movie. The show got canceled, Barbie. This one wasn't my fault.
Because we have a lot of excuses.
I have a really complicated life, is what I have.
Okay, I forgive you.
Thank you.
I love that this entire episode is just me guilt tripping you.
Honestly, I'm sure the listeners are gonna like it. It's me getting a taste of my own medicine.
Oh,
This episode is kind of like Dakota Johnson on Ellen.
yeah.
Like it's a little like you're giving it back
you
to me in
didn't
a
invite
way.
me to your party.
Yeah. It's a little like I think other guests on the show will watch this and go, "Thank God,
Someone had to say it.
someone finally got that."
Someone
fucker."
had to say it. I came in here with like a very like kind of like a little bit too on the offense. I need to
You
chill.
came in with a point and a purpose, and I like it.
Yeah, I need to chill.
No, I'm so glad. I'm really excited about the movie. You are. I will say, I've seen the way that you light up about this one. Like you're excited about it in a very genuine way,
Yeah.
and I want people to go, and I'm excited to watch it. I can't wait for people to see it.
Oh, thank you,
It's gonna be
babe.
cool, dude.
It's so sweet, and it's like it's very personal to me. And the director and writer Tracy Lehman, it's based off her life, and she like put her whole like life into it. It's so sweet, and it's one of those things where I am just like it's a feel good movie, but also like very like heartfelt and gritty in ways, but like not in the way that you would expect. Especially, I feel like for me, like I've been in, Euphoria is like very like sexy teenagers, and like, and then the things I've been doing, this is just so outside of what I'm used to, and it's a very emotionally demanding role, and it was just a wonderful experience. We just shot it almost 2 years ago, and it's
crazy how long
us
things
in
take.
Kentucky, babe. Oh, things change.
You were in Kentucky in a big
oh
way.
my God, things took long. Okay, because I've been out here waiting for one day for one of my movies to come out. Let's see.
Yeah.
But thankfully, Bob Trevino.
Breaking the mic.
Yeah, I'm breaking everything here. But yeah, Bob Trevino is so sweet, and everyone who's watched it has had a really great reaction to it. Like a very it's a kind of movie where people after will start thinking you're their therapist, and and you guys start talking about
my dad when I was in middle school. Yeah, it's
exactly. No, Caleb, it's exactly.
Yeah.
My mom's fiance said that when he went to the bathroom during one of, I think it was South by or one of the screenings, there's a bunch of grown men just crying and getting it to try to keep it together in the bathroom.
I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I never see grown
you don't
men
see the movie,
cry.
you want to see the bathroom.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, how do we recreate the bathroom situation?
The men crying in a bathroom.
Men crying in a bathroom is actually that would move me. I know for sure.
It's such a sweet movie, and it's so outside of what I usually do. That's why I really was excited about it. I was like, this is us different in a challenging way, and it was a very fleshed out role that was, also I'm playing a version of the director. Obviously not exactly. We collaborated on both of our ideas for the character, but it was I just remember even the crew, we had this really small crew, and everyone was just rooting for this movie. We had bed bugs and a trailer that we were shooting at. Yes, bed bugs.
Barbie.
We had lightning storms, which if you're in the know, you can't shoot with lightning, baby. You gotta wait.
And also, Kentucky bed bugs are so much more dangerous because
They
have guns.
They have guns.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
armed.
bed bugs can have unlicensed
and
guns.
they're religious fanatics.
They're religious fanatics. Yeah,
That's really funny.
They're religious fanatics.
A bed bug with a shotgun.
Or the religious cult in the trailer.
Yeah, that's really funny.
It was really, we had that, we had the lightning storms, we had then the strike happened, we were a true indie, so we ended up getting the interim agreement, and it was literally it was this is the little movie that could. We really had to try really hard to make it happen, and we all, everyone, the crew, everyone was just every day just crying with each other, and it was just, it was wonderful. It was the most amazing experience. Yeah.
I'm very excited for you.
Thank
I'm
you,
very proud of
darling.
you.
Thank you, darling.
And thank you for being on. We love you.
Thank you for having me.
So cool with Barbie Ferreira. So cool, so true.
And so true and so cool.
So true and so cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, babe. We love you.
Love you.
That was a Headgum podcast.